The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the Expert Profit Formula. So great to see some familiar faces, although it's not really faces, it's names. So people like Alfred, great to see you, my friend. And Ari, great to see you, buddy. Bill, oh my gosh, where have you been, my friend? Holy smokes. Carol's here, both Charles and Charlie, which is awesome. Our Charlie Posnek is here, our amazing COO. Sam is here, our operations manager. Jeff Sheehan, marketing ninja. Fantastic to see you. Let's just do a quick sound check, visual check, make sure that you can hear me nice, loud, clear, and you're seeing the title slide on the screen with my smiling face and the big red box that says Masterclass Series. If you can see that, please type yes into the question box, and then we'll know that everything is all clear for takeoff. And take a quick look there. Oh, no title slides. See that? It helps. It helps to have friends. See, people think, oh, he's kidding. He doesn't really need to know this, but I do need to know this. How about now? That would have been a very interesting webinar right there. How about now? Expert Profit Formula, how to launch or relaunch your expert business in turbulent times. Better? Are we seeing it? Are we there? Whew! That was close. That was close. So Marianne, John Barb is here, Daniel's here, fantastic. Jamie, Margaret says that's better. Dell is here, fantastic. Lewis, Anne, Thule, Ari, thank you for reporting in. Craig, Denise, Joanne, Tom, appreciate you, fantastic. All right, now that we're, got all the AV straightened out, it is the top of the hour. It is game time. Let us jump in. Let's get right to the good stuff here. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Really glad you're here. I'm just going to get rid of some beeping and booping. There we go. No more beeping and booping. And here we go. So in case you just wandered in off the interwebs, here is who this is for. If you're starting or restarting your expert business and you want to make it happen fast, you might be moving from employee to entrepreneur or moving back from employee to entrepreneur, and you want to build a secure and profitable expert platform. Quick poll here. How many folks are in the second bucket, where you used to have a day job, used to have a side gig, used to have an employer, and you're among my 45 million newly unemployed friends? Thank you to the global pandemic. Thank you to the global economic and health crisis that we call COVID-19. How many former employees do we have here? Folks that just got laid off, removed, detached from their day job or side gig. Type in yes. I'm not going to call out your name. I'm just curious kind of how many folks we have that might be in that situation. Is it a little? Is it a lot? Let's have a look. Okay, so quite a few yeses and quite a few yes after 40 years. Yes. Okay, got it. Good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Third bucket is you're already in the expert business and you're just not sure where to take it next. Or this whole COVID-19 thing, the turmoil, the crisis, has caused you to have an existential reevaluation of who you are and what you do and who you do it for and how you'd like to do it. And you want to nail down your most profitable niche, most profitable offers, business model, and prospecting plan. No matter where you are along that spectrum, we'll definitely have something here to help you. So here's our game plan. We're going to talk about your 3 most important success factors. We're going to give you some tools and strategies to help you gain clarity, confidence, and control of your expert-based business. 4 keys to unlock profits now. 3 make or break decisions that you can make starting immediately. Some rookie costly mistakes to avoid, which are costly mistakes that I've made, I've experienced, and I've seen dozens and dozens of our prospects and clients make them as well. So we'll help you avoid some minefields and then some next steps to help you make it happen. That is what we're going to tackle over this next little bit of time. As always, massive Q&A at the end. So you've got questions, I've got answers. We can hang out here as long as we need to answer all of your questions about your particular expert-based business and what it is that you're launching and relaunching and how we can help you. And also, I'm going to encourage you, as always, hang to the end for some cool gifts that will help you grow and build your expert business. Some of these things are in the mindset category. Some of these things are in the tool set category. I think you'll enjoy both. Now, here's my perilous journey of how I started my business. And I haven't told it this way before, but I think it's important from an expert platform building strategy. What's going on here from my days as an employee, my days as someone who was working for the man. From 1987 to 2001, that was my corporate career. It spanned 4 different jobs. I started out teaching at my graduate school, which was the City University of New York. Some of you know I have an MFA in theater, believe it or not. I have an MFA in stage directing from the City University of New York. And I was also teaching English as a second language and communication skills just to pay the bills. So part-time adjunct faculty. Friend of mine says, hey, David, I know this theater gig is tough, but you seem to be pretty good at this teaching thing. You can do that for companies, and that's called corporate training. And I got my first corporate training job at a company called Online Consulting, since then rebranded ONLC, down in Wilmington, Delaware. That led to a job at HR and management consulting firm Towers Perrin, and that led to me working in the technology industry for PeopleSoft before they were purchased by Oracle. So that was my professional journey as an employee. Now you might say, well, how did you transition out of that? August of 2001, I went from having the best boss to the worst boss. And that was at PeopleSoft. And I was just ready to throw in the towel and quit right then and there. But before doing that, I made the decision, let me dig my well before I'm thirsty. So I filed my papers to start my LLC, to start my company with the Pennsylvania Department of State, which is who you file your business license, business entity. I signed up with a franchise training company out of Waco, Texas, who was kind enough to give me the license to deliver about 30 different workshops along all kinds of business topics and professional development. Then August 2001, of course, led to September of 2001, when these 2 beautiful buildings came down. My friend Ari Schonbrun, who is here with us, he was in the building. He has an amazing story and he's an amazing speaker. But this was not a great time to start a business. This was not a great time to do a lot of things. Obviously, we had global fear, global terrorism, economy ground to a halt. Everything was pretty much devastated personally, professionally. We lost thousands and thousands of our friends and colleagues. It was not a fun time to start a business. And you might be thinking, well, gosh, here we are in 2020, and this is not such a great time to start a business either. So here's what happened. I mentioned I filed my paperwork in August. 9/11 happened. A couple days later, I get my paperwork back from the Department of State here in Pennsylvania. The paperwork was stamped and processed on September 10th, 2001. They had put it in the mail. September 11th, obviously, the world changed dramatically and permanently. Took a couple days for the mail to get here. By the end of that week, hey, David Newman, welcome to entrepreneurship. Welcome to business. The world had literally turned upside down, shaken and stirred. There I was, new entrepreneur, no idea what I was doing, had no fans, no connections, no clients, and no clue. And this was a very rocky, unstable beginning to my entrepreneurial journey. I literally struggled for years. And I'll tell you the 3 foundational things that were missing. And these are the 3 foundational things I'm going to give to you on today's training. Mistake number 1 was signing up with that franchise training company that gave me the 30 different workshops. that were in 30 different topics. That forced me into being a grocery bag expert, a grocery bag consultant, a grocery bag workshop leader, a grocery bag speaker. This is what it looked like on day one. I was doing leadership, team building, personal and professional development, hiring, firing, time management, leading through change, leading through trust, all these crazy things. You know what the problem is here? No clarity. No clarity and no distinction. If you're a jack of all trades, you're a master of none. That was problem number one. That is problem number one. I am encouraging you, if that's your situation right now, please don't do this. Please don't make the same mistake that I did, where you're trying to cover your bases, hedge your bets. You're trying to go broad instead of go deep. It is much better to go deep. We're going to come back to that concept a little bit later. Much better to go deep than it is to go broad. This is not hedging your bets. This is blowing up your business. This is guaranteed failure if you don't have clarity around what your expertise truly is and what problems you truly solve for your clients. Mistake number two was an identity problem, that I kept changing company names. I kept changing brands. I kept getting new business cards printed up. People would meet me at networking events from one meeting to another, and they would have no idea if I had changed my business overnight or what the heck business I was in. And here's an example. This is an actual snapshot of our website back in 2005. And yes, that's the company name, Unconsulting. And it was for solopreneurs and consultants and salespeople and business owners. And whether the delivery method is consulting or speaking or seminars or publishing, David, there's no cookie cutter. You're no cookie. And David combines big company thinking with entrepreneurial ideas to help you create your own marketplace success. What does that mean? Do we have any idea what this is about? I wrote a book called Unconsulting. It says 95 ways to get more done, make more money, and rediscover the joy of business, and do boat building and basket weaving and how to sell cars at a profit. So what's the problem here? No focus. Again, no focus, right? 17 different focuses means no focus. Mistake number three was nightmare partnerships from hell. And I did have two different nightmare partnerships from hell because I didn't feel confident in making some foundational decisions about my business. So I went into business with these partners who I thought, well, they're better at marketing. They're better at handling money. They're better at lead generation. They're better at all of these things. And they weren't better at any of them. They were both narcissistic sociopaths, but at least it landed me in the pages of the New York Times. The story: friends don't always make good partners. Take poor David Newman from Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, who almost went bankrupt with this nightmare partner from hell because I wasn't willing to step up, take ownership of my entrepreneurial journey, and make the decisions that I had to make. I abdicated those. I delegated those to a partner who did not have my best interests at heart and who was, as I said, a narcissistic sociopath. So those things are bad. No clarity, no focus, no decisions. That's what we're here to fix for you. Now, you might say, well, when did things turn around? The right mentors and coaches that I had first resisted. If people ask me in interviews and podcasts, well, David, is there anything that you really regret in your business? And I say that when mentors came along, both for free and for fee, I refused help. I was not willing to be mentored. I was not willing to be coached. I was not willing to listen. I just wasn't. I was bullheaded, pig-headed, and stubborn. But once I got past that, the right mentors and coaches changed everything. I finally got the clarity and the focus and the decisions that I needed about who do I serve, what problems do I solve, how much do I charge. I stopped doing things that didn't work. Marketing craziness, doing everything all the time. Sales malpractice, talking to 90% non-buyers, people who weren't even in a position to hire me, and then revenue dips, undercharging, and wrong charging. Now, pop into the question box, which one of these is your closest friend? If it's marketing craziness, just type in the word craziness. If it's sales malpractice, meaning you don't have your sales process dialed in, and you're talking to a lot of non-buyers and people who can't afford what you do, type in the word malpractice. And if you're suffering from some revenue dips, type in the word dips, and that comes from undercharging and wrong charging, which also, of course, comes from talking to some of the wrong people. So craziness, malpractice, dips, all three, OMG, all three. Yes, 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 yes. I got it. I got it. And they're still coming in here. Feel free to type into the question box here as these are coming in. I'll just read out some of these other ones. Crazy revenue dips, sales malpractice, all of the above, all three. Crazy, but I need help with focus too. Crazy and malpractice. Hey, Vincent, great to see you. Dips and thank you, Vincent. I appreciate that comment. Dips. Ari says all three. Susan says malpractice and dips. Sandra, Steve, yes. Okay, fantastic. All good votes. Fantastic, wonderful. Let's kiss those goodbye. Can we all agree to kiss those goodbye? Say thanks. No more marketing craziness. Put a big X next to that. No more sales malpractice. Put an X next to that. Cross that off your list. Exactly. Marianne says, kiss those goodbye. Kiss those goodbye. And then Laura says, I would not be financially free today if I hadn't had coaches and mentors such as you, David. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I mean, mentors and coaches, beware the mentor and the coach that does not herself or himself invest in mentoring and coaching, right? We all know that mantra. So put an X next to revenue dips as well. No more undercharging and wrong charging for you. So let's go back. Here's where things stand today. And I'm going to brag on my team. I'm going to brag on our clients. I'm not going to brag on myself. Our clients have been doing coaching, consulting, training, selling online courses, sponsorships, and programs to companies like the ones you see here. These are not my clients and my client list. These are people who work with us and their clients and their client list. So we've got clients doing very big long-term projects with Lockheed Martin, 3M, Disney, Marriott, Johnson & Johnson, the United States Air Force, Bank of America, Nike, NASA, Dell, BMW, all of those things. I'm speaking and presenting both virtually and in person. Obviously, that was an in-person event, the Small Business Summit in New York City. We have amazing, fantastic clients. This is one of our client in-person retreats that we had in Philadelphia. Man, I miss in-person. Anyone else miss in-person? I miss in-person. I'm going to declare it right here, right now. I can't wait for it to come back. We have two fantastic #1 best-selling business books, Do It Marketing from back in 2013, that's still doing well. Soft cover of Do It Marketing just came out in January of 2020. And then Do It Speaking, which is a brand new book all about having an expert-driven business, speaking-driven business. That came out in January of 2020 in hardcover as well. And there are 38,554, and God bless each and every one of you because some of you are here, 38,554 people that get our daily emails. Did it start out this way? It did not. Did it evolve over time where first you have to walk before you run, before you fly? It did. But can we now shorten the learning curve and shorten the doing curve for you? We absolutely can. So having had both the struggle and the success, your success is our success. We love client success stories. We love bragging on our clients. We're going to see some client success stories right here in this masterclass training. But I will tell you, because I know what it's like to both struggle and to succeed, I will tell you succeeding is a lot more fun. And you have expertise that the world needs right now, probably more than ever. And if you're not generating massive amounts of leads and client conversations and sales and signed contracts, there is a fundamental challenge in one of these three areas: clarity, focus, or decisions. And I want to help you fix all three. Your expert business needs a solid foundation. What's clarity, focus, and decisions going to help you with? It's going to improve all of these things. It's going to sharpen up your messaging. It's going to give you distinction in your packaging and positioning. It's going to fine-tune your business model, your service menu, your pricing, and your fees, so you can finally escape the price-driven sale. And it will unlock a path and a plan to get a steady stream of great leads, great clients, and cash flow coming in the door. When you try and solve this on the tactical level, it never works. When you try and solve it on the strategy level, it almost always works, and then the tactics become easy. Let's talk about this. The 3 success factors that I promised you are clarity, focus, and decisions. Specifically, clarity on who you are in the marketplace, what you offer, and why it's different. We're going to break that down in a moment. Second one, focus. Getting crystal clear on exactly who you serve, and for those people, exactly what problems you solve. And third one, decisions. What marketing tools should I use? How do I find prospects? Where do I look? What do I say? What do I send? How do I set and get profitable fees? So I'm not undercharging, overcharging, or wrong charging, but I'm connecting with the right people for the right reason to help them solve the right problem at the right fee. And they are going to welcome me with open arms as a trusted advisor and not brush me off like a peddler or a goofball or a vendor. Without clarity, focus, and decisions, and I want to, again, just go to the question box. Totally, I really appreciate your honesty and transparency here with me. Your strategy is always changing. Remember, I was the guy that had the 17 different business cards and the 12 different websites, and I was always branding and rebranding and pivoting and shifting and changing. So if your strategy is always changing, you'll never get traction. Your tactics are scattered and exhausting. We're going to circle back to that in a moment. And your results, even if they're sometimes good, they are inconsistent and they're lower than you know they should be or could be. So they're subpar. Type in the question box, strategy. If you're like I was, strategy, hamster wheel, running around from one idea to the next. Strategy is always changing. Type the word strategy. Tactics, if you're jumping from tactic to tactic to tactic, and it's scattered and exhausting for you. Number 3, type in the word results. If you find yourself with the results not as consistent as you would like and not really fully optimized, that you don't feel you are meeting your potential. I will tell you when I turn this around, this third one, as you're typing in the question box, strategy, tactics, results, all 3, tactics and results. Okay, those are coming in. Back around 2010, 2011, I said to a good friend of mine, and he'll never forget it, I'll never forget it, we're still friends to this day. I said, I'm a 500K business that is stuck in a 150K model, that I knew I should be making $500,000 a year in my entrepreneurial expert business. I just knew it. I just had no idea how to get there. What's the right strategy? What are the right tactics? What should my offers be? What should my pricing be? What's my message? And obviously, when I'm changing things out all the time, nothing picks up steam. Nothing gets traction. And he still makes fun of me, of course, because now we're a $3 million business trapped in a $1.5 million business model. So it never changes. It never gets better. You're always evolving and changing and shedding and shifting. But let's see what you had to say about this. Strategy, tactics, results. Strategy, tactics, results. So Jamie's chiming in. Tommy, Milton, Karen, Philomena, Fran, Ann, Janice, Natalie, Judy, Tom, Dell, Lewis, Sandra, Susan, Tim, Laura, Craig, Alfred. Fantastic. And do you ever feel that way? That you have some number in your head, right? Maybe you're making 75K, 100K, 125. You know there's a $250,000 business in there. Or maybe you're already at 125, 150. You know there's a $300,000 a year business in there. Maybe you're already at 250 or 3. And you know that there's a $700,000 business. And if you just had the combination dialed in, you could crack the code, you could bust through, and you could implement. you could implement that strategy if you knew what it was, if you knew how it worked, if you had the foundation on which to build. All right, so getting a lot of yeses on that one as well. Bryn Tillman came through our program. She had the exact same experience. During David's program, I saw a clear path. Notice the word clarity. Clear path to building a multi-million-dollar business. Even more important, got into action right away, got 2 new clients the first week just by doing my homework. With the clarity I got by going through this course, I will triple the size of my business this year. Let me tell you what's fascinating, and I love Bryn, and we're still friends again to this day. I'm friends with all of our clients. It's not like, it's like, oh, no, you went through the program, you got amazing results. Okay, go away, drop dead. I mean, we keep being friends. We keep promoting each other, and it's fantastic. The difference between teaching and mentoring, right? Teaching is here's the theory. Mentoring is here's the action steps. So when she says got 2 new clients the first week, you don't get 2 new clients from teaching and learning. You get 2 new clients by acting and implementing. Without clarity, you don't know what to act on. Without clarity, you don't know what to implement. Without clarity, you're not even sure who to talk to. So the clarity, this is where the rubber meets the road. People say, oh, clarity is a nice concept, but I don't need clarity. Sure you do. How else can you possibly get clients if you don't have that foundational clarity? Another great example, Glenn Carver came through our program. He had a focus challenge that his topic could fit anywhere. Everyone needs to be a better leader. Everyone needs to be a better communicator. Everyone needs to build a better culture. We decided that CEO groups were the best place for Glenn to focus. He says, I delivered 2 free talks to 2 CEO groups last month, as you suggested. That generated a $2,500 gig and a $5,000 gig. The $2,500 gig should turn into my first long-term client. Now, focus means repeated, focused, deep exposure, right? We talked about going deep versus going broad. The moment that Glenn was able to focus in on going deep with small to mid-size CEOs, presidents, and owners, everything started to take off. Everything started to take off. Without that focus, it was the scattered random activity. Random activity leads to random results. So you don't want to do that. Let's talk about this concept of an expert-driven business. And we're talking about all different distribution methods for your expertise. Consulting projects, coaching packages, virtual speaking and training, online courses, mentoring programs, CEO roundtables, masterminds, you name it. If you don't have the clarity and the focus and the decisions made that will propel these different modes of expertise delivery, you will never get out of the starting blocks. And that's what breaks my heart most of all, is people who have a great service, a great program, but they are holding themselves back because they're either afraid to make these decisions or they're afraid that they're going to cut off opportunities because they say, well, if I focus over here, I'm not going to go in over there. If I focus on this kind of client, I'm not going to get that kind of client. If I focus on this kind of work, I'm not going to stay open to that kind of work. I don't usually give Latin lessons during these master classes, but I will tell you the Latin root of the word decide. The Latin root of the word decide is decidere. That means to cut off. So when you decide, not only do you decide in a proactive direction, but you are cutting off the other distractions and the other pathways because you've chosen your path. You have done the good research. You have made the intellectual and emotional decision that I am going left. I am not going right. I am going to serve the green people. I am not going to serve the purple people. I am going all in on this industry. I am not going all in on that industry. So do not be afraid of cutting yourself off from opportunity. What you're cutting yourself off from is distraction. And what you're cutting yourself off from is being a deer in the headlights and being frozen and stuck in the crossroads. That's what I want you to cut yourself off from. Now, here's the 4 keys to unlock profit, all on a single slide. Imagine if you had this completely dialed in, just these 4 major pillar areas. Number 1, what do you do? Imagine if you could finally feel comfortable knowing who you serve and what problems you solve, and hello, how to talk about it so that prospects want to buy. Wow. I will tell you a story here in a couple of minutes about my blinding flash of the obvious when that first started to get into alignment for me. Second key thing, how do you do it? What are the steps, structure, and where are you getting the personal support and that mentorship to make the key strategic decisions so that you can finally decide and replace confused stuckness with action and results? Third big mystery, where are the good clients? Where's the premium clients that can afford my fees? How do I get out of only talking to broke people and non-decision makers? Exactly where and how to get premium clients at premium fees, and how do I build a high fee client getting plan that you will actually enjoy, that you will actually love. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes here as well. And then finally, the Swiss Army knife. Open the Swiss Army knife because you are not a consultant. You are not just a coach. You are not just a trainer. You are not just a speaker. You are not just a mastermind group leader. You can do lots of things in lots of ways for your specific clients to solve their specific problems. So what else can you do is going to help you unlock more revenue with new distribution methods for your current expertise. And we're going to help you create your profit-rich integrated product suite where one service or program feeds into the next service and program. So you have a business and not a practice. These are the 4 keys that you need to dial in. Let me go to the question box. Is there anything else, honestly now, and I might have missed something, is there anything else that you struggle with that you honestly say does not fall into one of these 4 categories? Anything at all? Is there anything, any challenge, any obstacle, any roadblock, any heartache or headache that you have in marketing and sales and business development that does not fall into 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? In other words, did I miss something? Did I miss something? And if so, did I miss something here, or does this cover every aspect, every potential problem, challenge, question, and stuckness that you have in your business right now under these 4 broad categories? I'd love to see your input here. No, you got it. That's more of a mindset thing. Well, yes, could be. Alfred says covers it. Marianne says got it. Natalie says the confidence to ask for the sale. Well, so that's great. That is really great. I think that's a combination of 1 and 3. If you know what you do and how to talk about it so that prospects want to buy, that's going to be a huge confidence builder for you. And then number 3, Natalie, is knowing where to find the right people to talk to so that you know where to find the premium clients who are willing to pay the premium fees. Okay. No. Excellent. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dell. Dell said, this is interesting. Makes you think if you get 1 and 2, the rest will come. Man, I wish that were true. And Dell, maybe for you it is true because I think some of these are harder for some people than for others. But I think that 1, 2, 3, and 4 are 4 distinct stumbling blocks. You can dial in number 1 and not really have 2. You can dial in 2 and then you're missing 3. You can dial in 3 and then you become a one-trick pony. And maybe, all you do is coach and you never consult, you never do longer-term programs, you never go online, you never scale the business. So, but Adele, I love that insight that it makes you think, hey, if I dialed in 1 and 2, 3 and 4 will take care of themselves. My experience has been not so much. But and Dell's now saying true, so thank you. But again, I'm not here to be right. I'm here to kind of map out what's missing and then how to help you fix it. That's the main point of today. So 3 make or break decisions. Let's move into this. People say, well, David, I just need to understand the meaning of life. Why am I here? What's my purpose? Why did the universe, why did God, why did the powers that be, why did the Force in Star Wars, why did the Force put me on this planet? What is my work? What am I here to do? And you might think, well, David, that's a tough question. I think philosophers and religious leaders and all kinds of people have not figured this out. But a marketing guy in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania has figured this out. I'm here to tell you, yes, I have. 3 parts. Circle number 1. What are you passionate about? What topics, what experience, what expertise are you passionate about? A lot of people stop there. That's a mistake. Do what you love. The money will follow. Worst advice ever, because you need to connect parts 2 and 3. Second part is, who are you passionate about? And then the third part is, for those people, given your expertise and your content knowledge, for those people, where's the overlap with what they are passionate to learn, do, or become? Write that down. For those people that you're passionate about, what are they passionate about learning, doing, or becoming? Once you dial in this 3-part equation, you will have a tremendous amount of clarity on what you should be doing, who you should be doing it for, why they want it, why they need it, and what the ultimate outcome that they're after actually is. So when you talk about it, they instantly get it, need it, and want it. But you do this, and you are way down the track. You are way down the track to making a fantastic foundational decision for your business. Second way to look at this, let's look at the process of elimination. Who's absolutely not for you? What kind of client? What kind of company? What kind of consulting project? What kind of coaching client? What kind of topics? What kind of training programs? What kind of formats are not for you? Are you a love them and leave them kind of person where, hey, I want to spend maximum 1 day with you. I never want to see you again, right? That's going to be more of a speaker or a trainer. Maybe you say, oh my gosh, I would never be a one-trick pony or, a love them and leave them kind of person. I want to hang out for 3 months, 6 months, a year. I want to see real transformational change. That's more of a coaching and consulting model. So who and what is absolutely not for you? What makes you crazy about a client? Who are the nightmare clients from hell that you'd never want to work with? What are the nightmare projects that you'd never want to be involved with? Map that out. That's another huge source of clarity and focus and decisions of where and how you should be spending your time. Number 3, what is your secret sauce? Among all the people who do what you do, what makes you faster, smarter, cooler, and better? And this can be a combination of your topic, your niche, your expertise, your skills, your experience, your background, the lens that you have on the world, your opinions, your biases, etc., your specialty, the overlaps of your expertise, the capabilities that you bring to the table, your opinions, your unique abilities, all of these different things. I want you to think about faster, smarter, better, or FSB, as we call it in our program, faster, smarter, better, the faster, smarter, better factor. Because here's what it's going to help you do. Articulation and distinction, that goes back to how do you talk about what you do? And distinction is how does it sound different? Cooler, better, and more distinct than everyone else who does what you do. Next piece of this is the reason you want this to be faster, smarter, better. You want to decommoditize what you do. The key is to decommoditize what you do so that you're not instantly replaceable with a whole bunch of other consultants or speakers or trainers or experts, and you become a category of one, as our friend Joe Calloway says. And that can simply be by declaring the combination of topic, niche, expertise, skills, experience, and so forth. Let's map out how this might work. What you want to avoid is what I started my business with back in 2001. I was the Chinese menu expert. I was the Chinese menu consultant. Average Chinese restaurant, everything is on the menu, nothing is particularly good. The question is, what is circled on your Chinese menu? What is that one go-to dish that you are famous for? In fact, when you recommend your favorite Chinese restaurant, you probably don't say, hey, go to House of Hunan, everything is fantastic, you can't go wrong. You say, hey, go to House of Hunan, and you have to order their crystal shrimp. Their crystal shrimp will blow your doors off. It's completely amazing. So what's that topic? What's that expertise? What is that focus in your expert-driven business that of all the other menu options, you are the best in the world, or the most unique, or the most faster, cooler, smarter, better choice because of who you are and what you bring to that topic, that it's circled in a bright red circle on your menu and people know exactly what the house specialty is. The simplest way is to overlap your expertise. So there's a million marketing coaches, obviously. One of the ways I distinguish myself and our company is I say we work at the intersection of marketing, sales, and business development. So is it just marketing? No. Is it just sales training? No. Is it just business development, growth, and scaling? No. It's all three. So think about your expertise. How would you finish this sentence? I work at the, and let's go to the question box actually. Let's try this in real life here. We'll do a little hot seat lab. I work at the intersection of leadership, teamwork, and culture. I work at the intersection of technology, banking, and customer acquisition. I work at the intersection of communication, public relations, and branding, right? So think about what are the three disciplines that you mesh together. Think about three different categories that you might sort of play in, but the combination is your superpower. Our superpower here at Do It Marketing, it's not just marketing, it's not just sales, it's not just business growth and scaling. We work at the intersection of marketing, sales, and business development or business growth or business evolution. Depending on who I'm talking to and where I am, I'll pull one of those three things out of my hat. So I want to see your trios. Put your trios in the question box right here. I would love to see some of these. So Joanna's saying, I work at the intersection of hospitality, revenue, culture, and leadership. Love it. Natalie says, fiction writing, ebook creation, and sales and marketing. Awesome. Charlie says, visibility, professional services, business development. Beautiful. Now, here's what's fun about these. We can fine tune these, and you might say, well, here's a better combination. Here's a different way to put it. Just the fact that you're typing these three things, that's your new faster, smarter, better. That's your new superpower of distinction. Can you revise these? Can you fine tune these? Can you play with these later on? Sure. But just put in, I work at the intersection of A and B and C, and that immediately separates you from all the other people who are just doing one, just doing the other, or just doing the third one. And now you can start to write and rant and blog and do all kinds of things about, in my world, what I can say is marketing is not enough. It's like, wait a second, this guy's a marketing guy saying marketing's not enough. Of course not. If I take you to the threshold and I don't teach you how to sell, that's professional malpractice. So I need sales to be part of the mix. If you're stuck in a business where you're making 100K and I want to get you to 300K and we don't talk about scaling and leverage and business development strategies, I would not be doing you a service there either. I don't want people to come in with a 100K business and then leave us with a 100K business. I want them to add it, multiply it, amplify it, make it much bigger. So the moment that you say, I work at the intersection of 1 + 2 + 3, you are on your way to a fabulous distinction statement. And I'm loving these that are coming in. These are really, really good. So David, Janice, Claire, John, Alfred, Laura, yes, 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 yes. Philomena, Jamie, Craig, David, and Jeff, Adam, the other Jeff, Vincent, Tristan, Jeff, again, Jeff, man, Jeff, you are all over this, man. I love this. Fantastic. Denise, Anne, Fran, yes. Sandra, and Elizabeth. Beautiful. Really, really good. So that's how you escape the price-driven sale. That's how you instantly decommoditize yourself in a simple one-phrase little kicker line like that. That I work at the intersection of A + B + C instantly separates you from all the other goofballs that are just specializing in one. So I mentioned earlier, I promised you depth with variety. This is what I mean with depth with variety to get off that hamster wheel of doing the same thing over and over and over again. The magic is you want to diversify your distribution methods while still specializing in the problems that you solve. Let me repeat that. Diversify your distribution methods, still specialize in the problem that you solve. Think about a transactional business versus transformational business. You don't want to be transactional. You want to be transformational. You want to have a permanent impact on the clients that you work with. So they ask you, hey, oh my gosh, Alfred, Ari, Susan, Mary, this was awesome. What else can you do for us? How can we get more? How can we go deeper? What's next? These are the kinds of things that you want your clients to say. What that might mean for you is that you need to repackage what you're doing for different levels of depth, duration, and detail. Obviously, a 12-month consulting package is different than a one-day training. And a 1 or 2 day training is different than a 25-part online course. And a 25-part online course is different than a 6-figure licensing deal to license your intellectual property to a big client or to a big organization. So think about different ways to price, package, and repackage your expertise for different levels of depth, duration, and detail. Adrian Davis came through our program. This is a repackaging success story. And listen carefully to the language here. Took a potential 50K to 80K deal, and with your exact coaching, I transformed it into a $300,000 deal. I can now see how to scale this business 10 times. I've been comfortable at 6 figures, and now with your help, we're going to hit 7 figures. I was undercharging and wrong charging. Remember that phrase from earlier. I was undercharging and wrong charging. Helped me completely rethink and repackage my expertise so that I'm now getting the real value that I'm worth. Man, mic drop, home run. That is what we mean by repackaging. Depth with variety is about we coach it, we teach it, we train it, we do it with you, we do it for you. These are all different levels of depth, duration, and detail. And that's your key to going from a $50,000 contract to a $150,000 or a $200,000 contract to a $300,000 contract, is how deep do you want to go into that client, not on a transactional basis, but on a transformational basis. And Adrian, fantastic guy, fantastic trainer and speaker. He was doing a lot of these 50K, 80K kind of sales training, sales coaching programs. He wasn't doing sales transformation programs. And when you move to repackaging to a sales transformation program, that's when you can start closing $300,000 deals instead of $50,000 deals. So very, very important. Repackaging can make all the difference to literally multiply the revenue that you're bringing in. Tony Lucero, who actually came through a previous program and who we're working with again right now as we speak, Tony came through our program. He says, long story short, I've picked up 2 coaching clients totaling $32,400, and I'm on retainer for 90 days at $10,000 a month with the company. Now, again, repackaging, different levels of depth, duration, and detail. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is not about let's keep doing what you're doing and just get more clients or just charge higher fees for what you're doing. It's let's transform what you're doing into a much bigger, deeper value proposition so that you're actually in there with the client creating the transformation. You're no longer selling a coaching gig. You're no longer selling a training day. You're no longer selling a keynote or a speech, but you're answering in advance, what else can you do? How else can you help us? How do we go deeper? How do we take this to the next level? Don't wait for them to ask. Propose that up front. Propose that up front. Propose that up front with a big juicy fee, a couple of different options, and some different pricing choices so that you can do good, better, best pricing, right? Sell the Toyota, sell the Lexus, sell the supercar, and they go for different levels of depth, duration, and detail at different price points, but you'd be happy to sell any of them and all of them. And then there's upselling and cross-selling and long-term repeat business that starts to open up for you. This all comes from clarity, focus, and decisions. All of it, 100% clarity, focus, decisions. What 80% of experts miss is that all these marketing activities that create the results that we've been talking about, they need to be easy, effortless, and enjoyable. Triple E, E. Easy, effortless, and enjoyable. So if you love writing strategies, use writing strategies. If you love speaking strategies, use speaking strategies. If you love in-person or networking, right, use online networking, use in-person networking when that comes back. You love shaking hands and kissing babies, virtually or in person. Go meet new people. Go network on LinkedIn. Go network in various online groups. If you love technology, use technology strategies. But don't assign yourself marketing jobs that you hate. People go, oh, I really hate marketing. I really don't like marketing. I don't like marketing. I don't like sales. Well, what kind of activities are you doing? I'm doing all the activities I hate. I'm cold calling, I'm spamming, I'm doing content marketing out my butt, and nothing is happening. Right. Do you enjoy that? No. Are you getting results from it? No. Then why do you keep doing it? Well, because I took a course back in 2015, and that's what the guy said to do. These are not smart answers, my friends. These are not smart answers. So if your marketing is not easy, effortless, and enjoyable, my guess is that you're doing it wrong. And we're here to fix that. Here is what online marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing can sometimes feel like: an overwhelming mess of crazy town. Right now, it's not your fault, because here's your email inbox, or at least here's my email inbox. Oh, podcasting. We got to create a movement. 15 platforms to create online courses, YouTube training, tools of the trade, how to craft an offer. Oh, we're going to a summit. We're going to get new business from 3 sources, important program update. Today's my last chance, and oh my gosh, somebody made me a quick video. I can't wait. Well, here's the problem, my friends. This is literally from my inbox, literally from just one day. Just one day! And then people are like, well, I'm not really focused on my marketing. I don't have the clarity. I don't have the focus. I don't have the decisions. Of course you don't. I wouldn't have clarity, focus, and decisions if I paid attention to all this crap either. Honest question time. That's the marketing crazy zone. Have you fallen in? Type in the word yes. That is the marketing crazy zone. Have you fallen in? Besides my webinars, of course, but webinar after webinar after webinar, blog after blog after blog after blog, conflicted advice after conflicted advice. You're getting this strategy from this guru, that strategy from this other guru. Your email inbox is full of shiny objects, new and exciting platforms. You gotta be on Pinterest, you gotta be on Instagram, you gotta be on Snapchat. Oh my God, you're not on TikTok? What the heck is happening with your blog? Where's your YouTube channel? And remember, that was one day from my email. And I'm a fairly focused person. Who's fallen into the marketing crazy zone? Go ahead, raise your hand, loud and proud. Who's in the marketing crazy zone? Let's see. Let's see who's in the marketing crazy zone. So Tom, Milton, Adam, Lewis, Jeff, Carol, Alfred, Colleen. Colleen says, I hate these. Fran, Adam, John, Helen, Sandra, Dell, David, Natalie, Colleen with a yes and an exclamation point. Philomena, Tom, Brett, Susan, fantastic. Yes, 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 lots of yes. Yeses and yups. Yups and yeses. Well, it's time to stop the marketing crazy zone, because what's going on here, what Arnold would say back from the 1970s is, what you talking about, Willis? And this is how our clients look at us when we are the crazed monkeys on crack and we're doing all the spray and pray marketing and throwing all kinds of spaghetti up against the wall, and we're not focused because we don't have the clarity, we don't have the focus, we have not yet made the decisions. You do not want your prospect making this face. You do not want your prospect looking at you going, wow, what a desperate, strange little person who's blogging their brains out and tweeting constantly and, throwing all kinds of desperate spam out there on LinkedIn and cold calling like a goofball, and yeesh. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants to do it, and nobody wants to get it done to themselves. So everything gets easier when you focus on who. Everything. Who's my client? Who's my prospect? Who am I really here to serve? Now, 3 choices. Person number 1, she is a 50-something entrepreneur of her expertise. Could be a coach, could be a consultant, could be a trainer, could be a speaker, could be an online course creator, but that's who she is. Then we have this young 20 or 30 something kind of hip, kind of startup, app development, creative person, right? Millennial kind of executive. And then, of course, we have the state bank president. These three people have three very different things going on in their heads, three very different sets of needs, three very different sets of priorities. I tried to market to all these people early on. Then I realized the guy in the middle, not my guy. I realized this little millennial person here, not my gal. This is my person. This is my person. We rarely work with anyone who is younger than 40 years old. We kind of have that 45 to 65 sweet spot. About 65%, almost 2/3 of our client base are women in that 45 to 65 arena, and they are entrepreneurs of their expertise. They're fantastic consultants, trainers, speakers, coaches, online course creators, information marketers. Just for fun, to prove this point, if you are my spirit animal, meaning that you identify with this person, 45 to 65 female entrepreneur of your executive, will you please put me in the question box? Sorry, Alfred. Sorry, Ari. You must be in touch, though, with your feminine side. All my male clients are very highly evolved, very mature, very sophisticated men. They're not these brute force kind of Johnny Six-Pack, blue-collar goofballs. Let's see how many of my ideal clients are right here. Yeah. There you are. There you are. Boom, 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 boom. Now, let me tell you how profound this can be. Because this is my spirit animal, this is my ideal client, this is the person that I write all my marketing emails for, this is the person I design all of my programs for, from the very smallest program to our huge, gigantic, very expensive Platinum Council program, all the way across the board. Here's what I did. Back when we had the old website, her picture was on the homepage of the website. Not my picture, her picture. This is an old website. This is old from probably 2010, 2011. But she was on this website for years. And people would ask me, David, who's that woman on your website? Is that your wife? Is that your mom? Who is that? I said, no, it's not my wife. It's not my mom. It's my client. Because I wanted my client to see herself on my homepage. Let me repeat that. I wanted my client not to see me and my ugly mug, but to see herself on my homepage. That's how profound that once you dial this in, you can put your prospect's face on your homepage, and you will get a heck of a lot more business than putting your smiling mug on your homepage. Did I want to be about me? Did I want to be about her? I'm doing everything for her. It might as well be her picture on the homepage. Now, number one secret to success from Ray Kroc, who popularized McDonald's. He said, he was asked once, what do you think is the secret of your success? And he thought about it for a minute and he said, well, I guess the secret of my success is that nobody ever walked into one of my restaurants who wasn't already hungry. Nobody ever walked into one of my restaurants who wasn't already hungry. How do you zero in on that hungry target market without knowing who they are? How do you do that? You can't. So you have to know who they are, and you have to know what they want, and you have to know how they want it. So this is very, very important. One of the ways to identify and filter and sort is the "is this you" example. And if you don't have this now, you need to go to your homepage, change this right here, right now, this afternoon. Is this you? Is this you? And then put in what your ideal prospects are going through and how they know they need to hire you. The 3 bullets I've always used: you feel that old school tactics, cold calling, ads, and spam are useless and there must be a better way. You want to earn attention from prospects by positioning yourself as an authority with magnetic marketing strategies that pull, not push, buyers to you, and you're looking for faster, smarter, better ways to market and monetize your books, coaching, consulting, products, services, and programs. Now, you might say, well, David, you're a brilliant copywriter. You're a professional marketer. Of course, this sounds good. I didn't write a single word of this. Some of you that have been on my previous webinars and masterclasses, and some of my clients, obviously, you know the answer. But type in the question box, where did these 3 bullets come from? Did I write them? Did I imagine them in a dream? Where did these 3 bullets come from so that you know where your 3 bullets can come from? Type in the question box, where did these 3 bullets come from? Exactly right. Everyone got it. Tom, Stephen, Jacqueline, Tristan, Erica, Natalie, Brett, you got it. Erica, client persona, your ideal clients, polling prospects, customer feedback, your clients and prospects, yes. So this isn't copywriting, this is copy listening. If you can do some pattern recognition, and you can do this afternoon, I want you to do this afternoon. Pattern recognition about what are the common themes and trends of people who come to you. What are they saying? What are they complaining about? Put that on your homepage as, is this you? And you will start to attract an entirely different breed of client and customer. Now, we redid the website again since this time, but here's what the homepage looked like before our most recent web design last summer. It says marketing for speakers, authors, consultants, and experts. Boom. But I run a retail store. Perfect. I'm not your guy. But I run an independent, manufacturing company. Super. I'm not your guy. No, but I run, nope, not your guy. Speaker, author, consultant, expert, I'm your guy. Right? David Newman specializes in. What's your first line? You specialize in. And then right there on the homepage, front and center, is this you? You feel old school tactics, cold calling, ads, and spam are useless. Must be a better way. Earn attention from prospects. You want already working hard, too much to do, never enough time. I left out a 4th one because it didn't fit on the slide. But you're already working hard, too much to do, never enough time. Sometimes not even sure where to begin when it comes to marketing. And then the 3rd one, you're looking for faster, smarter, better ways to market and monetize your books, speeches, consulting, product, services, and programs. On your homepage, friends, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm throwing down the challenge. I want you to email me. Email me when you've made this change. My email is david@doitmarketing.com. If you do it by this afternoon, I'll send you something cool. I want you to plaster your version of Is This You on your homepage. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Some people will do it. Some people won't. It's all good. But do it. Email me the link to your homepage with your Is This You. I'll send you something cool. Right? Declare who you work with. Declare what you specialize in. Feedback what your clients and prospects are saying to you so that you can genuinely say at the bottom of this, it says you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You found your guy. I'm your guy. If these are not your problems, I am not your guy. But if this is what you want, if this is who you are, guess what? I'm your guy. And you want to say, I'm your gal, I'm your guy, I'm your person, I'm ready to go. I know what you're going through and I can fix it. When you do this on your homepage, you're conveying those 2 ideas. Number 1, I know what you're going through. Number 2, I can fix it. Imagine having 100% alignment. One of the questions I ask folks when we talk, I say, okay, I'm looking at your website. Is your website 100% reflective of what you want your business to be, who you work with, and what you do? 90% of the time they go, oh no, I'm working on it, I'm changing it, I'm fixing it. Imagine if you had 100% complete clarity, focus, and alignment with what's on your website and what your actual business is. How would that feel? Put some emotion words into the chat box. Would you feel more confident? Would you feel happy? Would you feel relieved? Put some emotion words about how that would feel. Because I'll tell you, and let me actually go back as we're putting the emotion words in. Notice the difference between these 2 homepages. Small business marketing. The manufacturing company's calling me. Why they're a small business. Yarn store in Vermont is calling me. Why? They're a small business. Steel rack manufacturing company out of Chicago is calling me. Why? Because they're a small business. I didn't want to do work with any of these people, but I was afraid of leaving money on the table. So I said, okay, I'm a small business marketing guy. Small business marketing, small business marketing. And I was constantly frustrated that even when I would get some leads coming in, they were the wrong leads, they were the wrong people. I'm not a small business marketing guy, my friends. I'm not. Sorry. I am marketing for speakers, authors, consultants, and experts. I'll tell you, when I made this change on the old website, it was like I could feel it in my body. I could feel the relief. I could feel the alignment. I could feel the confidence. I could feel the clarity. I could feel the boost that it gave me, that when people came to the website, whether they were the right people or the wrong people, they knew what I stood for. They finally knew what the heck it was that I did, who I did it for, and why it's awesome. And that feeling I want to give to you. That feeling I want to give to you, because it was a good, so I started in 2001, told you that story. I don't think I had this dialed in for a good 10 years. 2011 is when I finally had the nerve to change it on the website. And then 2013, of course, is when the Do It Marketing book came out. But 10 years of misalignment, hedging my bets, covering my bases, and it wasn't serving me. It wasn't helping me. So how would that feel if you had 100% complete clarity, focus, and alignment between what you said you did on your website, on your LinkedIn profile, in every piece of marketing, and what you actually are great at, and the kind of business that you want a whole lot more of? So these are so good, my friends. Thank you. Lois, Nora, Don, wonderful. Awesome, awesome, focused, self-awareness and confidence. I'd feel more confident, thrilled, relieved, grinning from ear to ear, prepared to make maximum impact, excited and relieved, energized, bliss, centered, focused, like Wonder Woman in hyperdrive, says Fran. I love that. Confident, fantastic, fantastic, really, really good. Me too. I mean, I'll tell you, people say, oh, business is logical, business is rational. Man, when I got this dialed in, I was jumping up and down. I would visit my own website. I would literally visit my own website and go, oh, this is so good. Finally. And it wasn't so good because it was good. It was good because it was true. It was good because it was in alignment. It was good because it's what I wanted to do and who I wanted to do it for. And I was no longer hiding that or masking that or hedging my bets or pretending I was something that I wasn't. Huge, huge relief. And that is about the same time that the 125, 150K business became the 200K business, and then to 250, and then to 300. Was that alignment an accident? Was that clarity an accident? That's when the revenue started to pick up? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. So speaking about prospecting success and the clarity of prospecting, John Garrett came through our program. The best ROI a recovering CPA could dream of. Able to sell more engagements to better clients at consistently higher fees, to the point of an 85% increase in income from last year. With David's help, I booked my first $5,500 client. Now, John came into the program as a corporate comedian. He did corporate comedy. And we shifted his expert business to be a speaker and a consultant to the accounting industry to help them with employee engagement, employee retention, and employee productivity. But guess what? Using humor and using authenticity of their personality so that they would be more engaged in their work. The difference between a corporate comedian earns about $1,500 per gig. A professional speaker and professional expert on accounting firm employee engagement and retention earns between $5,000 and $10,000. His first gig that he got when he stepped into that new identity was $5,500. Now he's at the 10 and 12 and even 15K in some cases level. But this transformation that's on the screen right now, it was about changing the language, clarifying the prospect, clarifying the value prop. Is this you? Is this what you want? Is this what you need? Is this the outcome and transformation that you're looking for? Prospects were attracted to that a whole lot more than they're attracted to corporate comedy. Corporate comedy, nah, not so much. Here's $1,500. Come in and make us laugh, Mr. Comedy Boy. This was transformational. Again, let's go back to our concept, transactional versus transformational. Very, very important. Another decision is to go big. To go big. And Copy Green came through our program. She says some nice things about tremendous value, direct, no BS, to the point, strategies and processes, bulletproof, action-oriented, helping us get results. My favorite part of this, using the tools I developed with your guidance, I locked in a $60,000 plus contract because we decided not to sell transactions and start to sell transformations. So imagine if you had 100% clarity, confidence, and control in these same four things we've been talking about. What do you do? How do you do it? Where to find clients? And what else can you do opening up that Swiss Army knife? Could you make this happen if you had the clarity? And earlier you mentioned, hey, there's really nothing holding me back outside of these four things. Could you make it happen given what I've shown you so far? If you think that you can rejigger the building blocks and make this happen, I would love you to give me a possible or a heck yeah or an absolutely, or what's your level of confidence that if you had those four things, you could make this happen in your business. Type in the word possible in the question box. Type in the word possible in the question box. If you had all four of these things, totally dialed in, totally fine-tuned, the way that you like it, the way that you love it, the clarity, the alignment, your website now says what you do and who you do it for. Everything is crystal clear. You've got that feeling, that confidence, that success, that Wonder Woman feeling. Yes, gentlemen, I know you have the Wonder Woman feeling too. What do you do? How do you do it? Where to find clients? What else can you do? Type in the word possible in the question box if you're tracking along and you think you can make this happen in your business. And I'm loving these answers. Totally loving these answers. Buck, Jacqueline, Helen, Erica, Don with a heck yeah, Tim, Peter, Laura says not just possible, it will happen. Godwin, Stephen, Jamie, Anne, Leanne, Tristan, Natalie, Susan, Judy, Fran, Ari, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lewis, Natalie, fantastic. Claire's at 100%. Thule is at definitely. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I mentioned, hey, this never ends. And, you do better, but you never arrive. So once you hit seven figures, like my client and friend Bill Cates, Cates says, I run a multi-million-dollar business offering virtual training, consulting, coaching, and of course, speaking. David's coaching has been invaluable for me. Whether you're new or a seasoned pro, David will show you how to run a better business and therefore make more money with a step-by-step process that produces tangible results. So you could be at 50K, you could be at 0K a year, you could be at 100, 200, 500, 700, or a million plus. This is about your next level, whatever that is. Zero to hero, whether you're brand new or a 25 plus year veteran, expert, consultant, coach, speaker, trainer, course creator. Please remember, none of what I've shared today is theory. This is exactly what I've done in my own business to hit multiple six figures, then into seven. Exactly the same principles, like I just said, if you're starting out today or a 25-year seasoned expert or anywhere in between. And I've mentored over 800 experts and consultants in all kinds of topics in all kinds of niches. So think about what's this really all about for you to dial this in. It's about you helping more people. It's about generating more money from your expertise, turning leads into prospects, into clients, and attracting a whole lot more of them. It's about you getting more influence, impact, and income. And again, not to repeat number one, but it's about you being of greater and deeper service to your audience and your prospects and your followers and fans. Be radically helpful, be radically useful. This is the standard that I hold myself to. That people who invest with us get an amazing, fantastic experience, Even folks who come on a webinar get the Happy Meal. They get the Happy Meal. So nobody leaves hungry. And that's what I want to have happen in your business as well. But you need the reach, you need the revenue, you need the strategy, the messaging, the packaging, all the things that we've talked about for this to finally get dialed in with the right alignment so that you know what you're doing, you're happy with what you're doing, and you're having some tangible success in your results. Again, not 100% sure which of these three buckets you personally came in for today. Maybe you're just starting or restarting your expert business. You want to make it happen fast. You might be one of our 45 million freshly unemployed folks who's moving from employee to entrepreneur, and you want to build a secure and profitable expert platform. Or you're already in the expert business, but you're not sure where to take it next or how to nail down your most profitable niche and offers and business model and prospecting plan. We have something that I'm going to tell you about in a moment, and then we're going to go into our Q&A, that combines training, coaching, mentoring, support, systems, process, and tools to help you with the clarity, the focus, and the decisions that we just spent some time talking about. So the obvious question is, okay, well, how do I apply this process and system for marketing, promoting, and profiting from an expert-driven business? And of course, you have a choice. You can do it slowly using trial and error and some of what I was teaching today, or you can do it quickly with a proven, repeatable system, steps, and tools. When I'm looking at a big decision, I always like to bring in my buddy Albert Einstein, who says everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Everything should be as simple as possible, but not simpler. And that is the program I have for you. It is called the Expert Profit Formula. Let me just spend a couple minutes walking you through this. I'll show you how it works. I'll show you what you get, then we'll go into our Q&A. This is the complete step-by-step system that literally takes you by the hand, as in step 1, step 2, step 3, everything that you need to know and do to dial in the clarity, the focus, and the decisions that we've been talking about today. No more ambiguity, no more confusion. It is filled with templates, models, and examples. People have called this the exactly how-to program. Not the how-to program, but the exactly how-to program. It's got coaching and support built in to help you reach your goals, meaning you've got two options. If you want to get from point A to point B, there's the do-it-yourself model, which is this car here on the left. The Expert Profit Formula is more similar to this beautiful BMW M6 convertible on the right. I know which one I would pick. If there's many paths up the mountain, I'm going up the mountain in the car on the right because it's going to be a lot safer, a lot smoother, and my chances of getting there in one piece are a lot higher if I go in the beautiful BMW as opposed to this kind of rickety, crazy vehicle here on the left. Now, you could do it yourself. I did it myself. It took me 3, 4, 5 years of struggle and heartache to figure all this out. You don't need to go that way. So here's what the inside of the Expert Profit Formula looks like. It is a complete system that includes online training, community, and personal and group coaching. Let me repeat that. Personal and group coaching, all packaged together. It's training and mentoring and support. 4-module step-by-step digital course with 22 videos to help you make these foundational decisions and start to operationalize your expert-based business off in the new direction that you want to take it. You can log in anytime. It's all digital. It's mobile friendly for your smartphones and tablets. Self-paced with all lessons available right away, so there's no drip, there's no waiting. Nothing is left out, nothing is assumed. And like I said a moment ago, it includes the content and the coaching and the community to give you 100% support. Now, the money part, you could try and figure it out on your own and be like me and resist the coaching and resist the mentoring and resist getting the help that you wanted, which I regret to this day. I shudder to think how far we could have been today if I had just gotten smarter earlier. You could spend thousands and thousands. You could hire a consultant for 15 grand. I personally have a one-on-one private marketing mentor program that's $15,000 for 90 days. People say, hey, David, can we hop on the phone for an hour? I charge $1,000 an hour. When I was doing that as my main business model, I could not keep up. So I turned that off. So what are you going to be investing in Expert Profit Formula? Obviously, it's not going to be $15,000. It's not even $1,000 an hour. It should cost $3,000. By all measures, it should absolutely cost $3,000. The entire system and 90 days of group and personal coaching on this webinar, VIP special bonuses that I'll walk you through in a minute, it's $997. $997. The place to go to get in on that is getepf.com. Expert Profit Formula is the name of the program. The URL is simply getepf.com. E for expert, P for profit, F for formula. Getepf.com. So here's what you're getting. You're getting the video training library. You are getting a monthly group call with me. All of this is detailed, of course, when you go over to getepf.com. You are getting private coaching with our coaching team. So over the course of 90 days, you get some laser coaching, accountability calls, you get a kickoff call, you get some profit booster calls to help you set plans, keep you accountable, work through the actual action steps that you are going to implement. Not learn, but implement. We talked about the difference between learning programs versus implementation programs. Clients only Facebook community. So you're going to get 90 days of support from me and the whole team in that community. It's obviously open 24/7. So we're going to be popping in there, answering questions, giving feedback, encouragement, advice, etc. And also, of course, tapping into your other folks that are going to be in their community of fast, brave, smart experts. And there's some folks actually that are already in the program that jumped into our early bird special promotion for this. So they're already in there making moves and making things happen. One deeply discounted ticket to our live boot camp. You can mark your calendar right now. This is scheduled right now for September 24th and 25th. As of right now, this is going to be virtual. It's going to be virtual. It's not going to be in person unless we have some dramatic change in the global environment. But that is ordinarily $997 per ticket, and you're coming to that for $97 for both days. They are going to be in person once in person becomes a thing again. But right now, we're going to do a 2-day virtual event, September 24th and 25th, that you're going to love. And then our expert marketing library is an ongoing collection of tools, resources, videos, scripts, guides, tutorials that I will be adding to on an ongoing basis. And you also get lifetime upgrades to the actual training portal. So it covers exactly what we've been talking about, making great, smart decisions in all 4 of these areas. What do you do? How do you do it? Where to find clients? What else can you do? Lifetime access to the full EPF training portal, 22 step-by-step video modules, and actually that's more like 25 right now because we've already done our first upgrade. So I didn't update the slides here, but it's actually 25 videos. Sorry. Templates, tools, and scripts, 90 days of active group and individualized coaching, plus these fast action VIP bonuses that I'm going to walk you through now. The first one is a 4 installment option. So you could do $997 when you go to getepf.com, or you can do 4 monthly installments. So we have made this a no-brainer. We have made this super affordable and super flexible for you. You can get started today for $297. It is 4 monthly installments at $297, or you can do a single payment, save $191, do the single installment of $997, whatever's more comfortable for you. VIP bonus number 1 is our Platform Builder video series to help you generate more traffic, leads, and sales. And that's about doing intelligent lead generation, not the crazy marketing monkey work. Second one is the Speaker Profit Blueprint course. And we sold each of these separately in the past, and we're just rolling these bonuses into your Expert Profit Formula when you go to getepf.com. Third one is the Private Coaching Success course, and private coaching, getting one-on-one high-fee coaching clients, is your fastest path to cash, and we like fast path to cash. So you're getting the Private Coaching Success online course about how to monetize high-fee one-on-one private coaching with you. And then you're also getting a discounted second ticket to our live expert boot camp. So you're going to be able to come for $97 and you'll be able to get a discounted second ticket to bring a friend, a staff member, an accountability partner, a business colleague to join you at that virtual event September 24th and 25th. You also have a 100% money back guarantee. I'm going to invite you to come into the program, give it a complete and thorough test drive, work through all the material for 30 days. You are totally covered. I got your back because here is my promise and here is the guarantee. If you do the work and you make the decisions that we walk you through very crystal clear step by step in modules 1 through 4, and you don't feel amazing about your progress and the results that you're going to create, we will give you a 100% refund. So you are completely covered. This is 100% at my risk. When you go to getepf.com, Get Expert Profit Formula, getepf.com, total value of all these components is over $11,000. The full EPF course, lifetime access, lifetime upgrades, 90 days monthly group with me. I was going to say with David, like, okay, I'm reading that out loud. Great. 3 private coaching sessions with our amazing coaching team. Facebook group open 24/7 for questions, accountability, and connecting with your fellow experts. You literally have nothing to lose. All the risk is on me with our 100% no risk money back guarantee. So here's what you're going to see when you do go getepf.com. When you go to getepf.com, it's going to open up the checkout page. You're going to scroll down. You're going to choose which of the 2 payment options you would like. So you can do pay in full. You'll save $191. It's just $997. Or you can do the easy pay, which is 4 monthly installments of $297. So we've got the savers and the stretchers. The savers will do $997. The ones that want to stretch it out will do the 4 times $297. Both good. Both good. Keep scrolling down. Click on that big button that says enroll now. 3 more quick success stories before our Q&A. I had no problem getting booked. I had a problem getting paid. All you're going to do is waste your time if you're not willing to invest a small amount of money that you'll get back many times over. I feel great about my results so far. Karen was on the emerging side. She was on the beginning side of her expert business. Mid-career expert, Lisa Hain, awesome culture consultant and corporate culture expert. Within my first 2 weeks, I used your material to close a client for $5,000. I used your exact coaching and tools to sway the client to choose me when their board voted today. I knew I needed help with sealing the deal once I had a client on the line. I now know how to do this with every prospect going forward. Feel that clarity, feel that focus, feel that decision-making energy that's in Lisa's business right now. And she was a mid-career speaker when she came to work with us, probably 5, 6, 7 years in the business, and then all the way to the Speaker Hall of Fame. Alan Zimmerman. A lot of people talk a good marketing game, but nobody does it with the pizzazz and brilliance like David Newman. His creativity and thorough professionalism make marketing a joy instead of a pain. Remember, easy, effortless, enjoyable. And I love the bottom line results of David's work. He gets my highest recommendation. So from very, very new all the way to 25 plus year veteran expert, Speaker Hall of Fame, this is the program that's going to get you where you want to go. So when you go to getepf.com, here's what's going to happen. You're going to enroll. You're going to get the payment confirmation email. I will see that you're signed up. Fantastic. Awesome. Welcome to the program. You'll be added to our EPF list of cool people. You're going to get the course login. You can get started right away this afternoon. You'll get the Facebook group invitation to join us in the Facebook group. Welcome email that has all the complete details, logins, and logistics. So we're going to do our Q&A right now. Here is what to do. Go to getepf.com for pay of $297 a month, or you can save $191 and do the one-time $997. You're getting the 90 days of hands-on mentoring with me and the team, exact step-by-step proven system on growing your expert business. Bonus 1 is the Platform Builder video series to help you get leads quickly. Speaker Profit Blueprint to help you find online and offline stages to present your expertise. Private Coaching Success for your fast cash strategy of selling one-on-one high-fee private coaching programs. 90% off our 2-day live event, September 24 and 25. 90% off a guest to bring with you September 24 and 25. And everything is at my risk. 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. Boom. Let's go to the question box. Who's got the first question about anything that we talked about today? Anything I can help with? Anything about today's teaching? About the clarity, the focus, the decisions, what you're doing in your expert business that might be holding you back, or any other question that you have about anything that we talked about today. And again, this is now open while you're typing your question in. This is now open. It's a very quick checkout process, fast, painless, easy. GetEPF.com. Get EPF for get in on the expert profit formula. GetEPF.com is what you want to do. All right. So questions. Let's see. I am going to go back here a little bit. Denise says, please say more about the difference between mentoring and coaching programs. Fantastic. So I look at a coaching program as informational, right? Coaching program is, hey, I don't know what to do. What should I do? I don't know where to go. Where should I go? Whereas a mentoring program is not about information. A mentoring program is about implementation. So we're not going to ask you, what did you decide? Which is what a coach might ask. We're going to ask you, what did you do? How much did you charge? Who did you talk to? What did you say? What did you send? How did you get in the door? How did you close that deal? How did you negotiate that consulting agreement? Based on what we talked about in the Facebook group, what we talked about on your last one-on-one call. So there's a huge difference. I'm so glad that you asked this. This is Denise's question, I think. Yes, Denise, thank you. So coaching is informational and mentoring is implementation. So it's not just, hey, where do I go? What do I do? It's where did you go and what did you do? So mentoring is in the field accountability for taking the actions that you've decided on. It is way past, hey, what's your decision? Hey, what do you think? We're not going to ask you what's your decision and what do you think. We're going to say, how did you implement that decision and what did you do? So that to me is the kind of program that you want to invest in. And that is the kind of program that the expert profit formula is. That is exactly the kind of program that the expert profit formula is. Let me actually pop this out here because I'm having a little trouble seeing. There we go. All right, there we go. Fantastic. I forget these little GoToWebinar windows pop out. So Denise, did that help? And then Dell is saying, David, how long will this offer be good for? Well, it's good right now. It's kind of a webinar thing. If you want to chat afterwards, I am happy to connect with you offline, Dell, and we can come to some little arrangement here. But generally speaking, the webinar bonuses, the VIP bonuses, the special pricing, the forepay, all the things that we talked about, it would be good to hop in now. It would be good to hop in now. You can, of course, email me, david@doitmarketing.com, if there's some special exceptional situation or circumstance that you have. Justin, how much does the course help the expert to build their core curriculum or program, meaning their actual training collateral? Wow, what a great question. So the assumption, and this is for good or for evil, I'm not sure for good or for bad, it's not evil, we sort of assume that you have some body of knowledge, some body of expertise. Now, having said that, you may not be aware of what your best expertise or your highest profit content should be. So we do have, for example, a content and message development checklist. It's a big 8-page questionnaire that kind of walks you through your various levels of personal and professional experience and expertise and what you enjoy doing. So it doesn't really help you build your program, but it does help you build your topic and your content and point you in the right direction. So obviously for $9.97, we can't do, how to, build your consulting skills and build your training skills. And here's instructional design. And here's how to do an online course. And here's all the building blocks for this, that, and the other thing. It will help you make the foundational decisions that will point you in the right direction for all of those things. Because you could learn those things, right? Consulting skills, training skills, you can learn those in a $20 book. It's where people get stuck is the clarity, the focus, the decisions, the guidance, the personal hand-holding of, oh my gosh, I really don't know where to go. I've been stuck on this question for years. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go with executives? Do I go with entrepreneurs? Do I work with big companies? Do I work with small companies? Should I be in the chemical industry? Should I be in the construction industry? Am I best at leadership? Am I best at teamwork? So those kinds of things, you can build all kinds of training and coaching and speaking and consulting, and it wouldn't go anywhere if you didn't have the clarity, focus, and decisions as the foundation upon which to build everything. So Justin, I know it's a long answer. It's a more involved answer than you were hoping. I know you were hoping for a blank check. Yes, we help you with everything. But then, of course, we wouldn't be fulfilling our promise of niche, focus, clarity, very defined outcome, very specific value prop for a very specific set of problems. The problems that we're solving in Expert Profit Formula, why can't I get traction on anything that I'm doing? Why am I doing tactic after tactic and nothing is working? Why are people not returning my phone calls, emails, and LinkedIn messages? Why am I not getting enough at-bats with enough good prospects who can actually afford my fees? So you have to answer those questions before I'm going to go from being a good trainer to a great trainer. I'm going to go from being a good consultant to an awesome consultant. I'm going to go from a good speaker to being an awesome, fantastic speaker. So great question, Justin. I hope that's helpful. I hope to see you inside the Expert Profit Formula when you go to getepf.com. And again, you have 30 days. You have 30 days. Try it out. Kick the tires. Do the work. Make the decisions. Drink the Kool-Aid. If I'm wrong, we'll happily refund you. Happily. Well, not happily because you're missing out on a great program, but we will happily refund you from a customer service standpoint. Erica, does your ideal client persona include someone who's at the beginning stages of business building? Absolutely yes. And so I showed you that last slide before we kind of went into the Q&A here. I showed you Karen. I showed you Lisa. I showed you Alan. Fresh off the boat, totally brand new, mid-career expert, seasoned pro, 25 plus year veteran. I also showed you in our various other success stories from John Garrett and from Brent Tillman and from some other folks that you saw everywhere along the spectrum, right? And we also said that this never ends. So you're at a 100K business, you want to get to 200K. You're at a 0K business, maybe you want to get to 75K. You're at 75K, you want to get to 125, 150. You're at 150, you'd love to break through to 200, 250. You're at 250, you want to go from 300, 350, 500. So we've helped people go from 0 to 5 figures, from 5 figures to 6, from 6 figures to multi-6. And what you saw with Adrian Davis, what you saw with Bill Cates, is obviously into the 7-figure range. So we're always reinventing. We're always going to that next level where first you have to walk before you run, before you fly. Really, really good. All right. John's asking, do I get access to the entire program at once? And the answer is yes. Yes, you do. I'm not a big believer in drip. I'm a big believer in Netflix. So John, when you pop in to getepf.com and you sign up, everything is unlocked. Everything is open. You can cruise through as fast as you want, as many times as you want. There is no waiting. There is no drip. There is no delay. So you can Netflix this puppy, you can watch it, rewatch it, make the decisions, get into action, book your coaching calls, hop on with us if you want for in the Facebook group. Get yourself booked in for that September 24th, 25th virtual event for $97, which is going to be totally amazing, totally incredible. Really, really great. Ann's question, wow, this is a good one. Because clients are usually unaware of their need or what to do about it, I seem to have to spend a lot of time educating my client before I can get to a contract. Making this transition is a huge challenge for me. Now I wonder which of your steps, key factors will address this issue. Well, this goes back to what Del was saying about I think there's some miscommunication here in steps 1 and steps 2, so that you're not talking in the right language about the right problems. Because, Ann, if you talk to your prospect, if you talk prospect language about prospect problems, which EPF will totally teach you how to do, you're going to learn a new language. The language is called prospect. And you're going to learn to speak prospect language about prospect problems. They will immediately get it, need it, and want it without you having to go through this long rigmarole of explaining. And, when you're in your situation, Ann, you're making 2 sales at once. You got to sell them on the fact they have a problem. Now you have to sell them on the fact that you have a solution. Maybe it's even 3 sales. You have to sell them on the fact that you have the best solution. I don't want you to do 3 sales. I want you to do 1 sale, and it's not even a sale. I want you to open a conversation where they're motivated to buy. I don't believe in sales and sales decisions. I believe in buying decisions. Nobody ever bought something is like, yeah, boy, this guy sold me. Whew. Yeah, boy, I love that sales technique. I can't wait to use that one next time. The Ben Franklin close, this trick, this manipulation, this sales script. We don't do any of that. You keep the consulting conversation open, they will want to buy. But you have to know with the clarity and the focus and the decisions what that looks like in their language, talking about their priorities, their problems, their pains, heartaches, headaches, challenges, and gaps. So, Ann, I think we can totally fix that for you, where it no longer has to be this tug of war or this huge education process. You can enter the conversation that you're having right now, Ann. You can enter it at step 7. You don't need to start at step 1 and then drag them through this whole belabored process. Marianne says, once you implement, you sometimes need a review and opinion. You sure do. Amen to that, Marianne. Who can review your work or actions? Well, that's where the team comes in. That's where I come in. So you pop it in the Facebook group or you put that on your agenda for your next one-on-one private coaching call, and we will give you feedback. So, Marianne, that is totally taken care of when you pop over to getepf.com. Getepf.com. You do the single pay for $9.97. You do the 4 pay, the easy pay for 4 monthly installments of $297. We got your back. We will review, we will critique, we will give you the advice, feedback, review, and opinion that you're talking about. So we're not going to let you go wrong. We're not going to let you go astray. We're not going to let you go off and make a bad, funky, weird decision. Adam is saying, David, I want you to be my next coach/mentor. Well, fantastic, Adam. Easiest place, quickest place, most cost-effective place to do that is getepf.com. And let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. All right. Jacqueline says, I'm planning an online event for this fall. Will this program help me get leads and prospects on how to attract the right audience? Oh my gosh, amen. In fact, Jacqueline, I would say if you don't do this program and you don't get the clarity and the focus and the decisions to dial in that audience to a very high degree of effectiveness and accuracy, that live event very well might be a disaster. I know it's an online event, but you do not want the wrong people in that online event. You want the right people. You want the buyers. You want the high probability prospects and clients. So I would rather have 100, like on a webinar like this, we had over 500 people register, and it's a mixed bag. You know who you are. I would rather have 100 of the right people than 500 of the wrong people on a webinar, on a summit, on an online event. So, Jacqueline, this is absolutely something that you want to hop into. It's getepf.com. I am saying that 100% at my own financial risk, because if you find that I'm wrong, you have a 100% 30-day money back guarantee. Cruise through the program, look at all the exercises, look at all the tools, look at all the decisions that you're making for your online event in the fall. And I literally and personally guarantee that you will have fantastic success in the program if you gear it towards that online event, or gear it towards really anything that you're doing. Anything that you're doing. All right, Crystal says, how many lessons and sessions are there in the program? Fantastic question. So there were 22 training modules. There are now 25. They're all short, between 5 and 12 or 14 minutes each. There are accompanying decision tools, guides, templates, tools, scripts, all kinds of things in the program to accompany those lessons and sessions. We have the Facebook group that's open 24/7. We have the monthly group calls with me for 90 days. We have 3 one-on-one personalized private coaching sessions that you're getting over the course of those 90 days to keep you on track and moving forward and making good decisions and getting some good results. So it is completely comprehensive. Online, offline, synchronous, asynchronous, plus the virtual live event we're doing September 24th and 25th that you're getting the dramatically discounted ticket to. So we've got you completely covered, completely comprehensive, full immersion experience in getting all of your marketing dialed in the right way. All right. Erica says, since you offer the 3 20-minute laser coaching sessions, do you offer the opportunity to extend coaching if we feel we need further support? So the short answer is yes. And we have other programs. So this expert profit formula is the gateway drug. We are going to get you such fantastic results. We are going to get you such amazing outcomes. You are going to feel so great about your business. You are going to market it and sell and monetize it relentlessly and shamelessly and selflessly that we might very well invite you into a next level program with us. So if you love it, if you want more, the question is there a next step? Can we extend and expand our relationship? The answer is yes. If you don't want to do that, or you're rocking and rolling in your business and you're happy making an extra 50, 70, 100K, maybe you don't need more, but there's definitely some next steps. All right. So Sandra posted something totally fantastic, totally amazing here. I'm going to read it to you. She came in during our early bird pre-launch. Let me read this to you verbatim from Sandra. I came in during early bird registration, and I can say without hesitation, this is one of the best investments I have ever made in my business. This program is filled with specific, detailed training that provides information coupled with direct, clear action steps to get all your ducks in a row. I am so thrilled. There's lots of O's on the so. I am so thrilled with this program, and the beauty of being able to work through all of it at the pace and in the order that works best for you is also awesome. And David himself is clearly engaged with the program. You are not just working with David's staff, you are working with him. It is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Sandra. And you are just awesome because you're going in, you're rolling up both sleeves, you're engaging in the work, you're doing the program. Could not be happier with your progress. Totally awesome. Jill says, I'm a newbie in my business. How do I know if I'm ready? Well, I was a newbie in my business in August of 2001 also. And this is the program, Jill, that if I could turn back the hands of time, I would want this program as the first thing that I consume if I'm David Newman, August of 2001. Because it covers all the foundational newbie decisions that are actually not newbie decisions. Most newbies don't even know they have to make these decisions, but they're so vitally important to your ongoing long-term success and the long-term amount of money and revenue that you can make in your business. Not to brag here, but I'm going to brag not on myself, but on our clients. Our clients are coming in at the newbie level, at the mid-career level, and at the seasoned advanced level, and they're saying, oh my gosh, I wish I had this on day one. That's the consistent theme and thread Oh my gosh, I wish I had this on day one. Oh my gosh, I wish I had this when I started. Oh my gosh, I wish I had this when I was brand new. Oh my gosh, I wish I had this when I was a newbie consultant, newbie trainer, newbie coach. So that is absolutely for you, Jill, absolutely for you. When you go to getepf.com, do either the single pay for the $9.97, do the 4-pay, make it nice and easy, stretch it out over 4 monthly payments at $297. Let's get you in the program. I am personally betting that you are going to love it, because if you don't, you get 30 days. 30 days, 100% refund. All the risk is on me. So when I'm encouraging you, I wouldn't be encouraging you by answering these questions if I knew we were giving a whole bunch of refunds, because we don't give a whole bunch of refunds because people love the program. They get amazing results. If that's not true for you, I want you to feel 100% safe and 100% covered. And you are 100% safe. You are 100% covered when you go to getepf.com. Getepf.com. All right, my friends, it looks like the questions have come to a stop. Before we wrap up, and the timer ran out minutes and minutes and minutes ago, but anything else for anyone else? Anything else I can help with? Any other loose questions? Anything about our teaching today or about the Expert Profit Formula offer that I can answer for you before we call it a day? I'm okay with 3 seconds of silence here as any final questions might come in. And Jamie has a huge question. So thank you for all the thank yous, by the way. Tristan, Jerry, Erica, Sandra, Buck, Jacqueline. Sandra, again, thank you so much for that spontaneous testimonial. I appreciate you, my friend. Let me see if I can get Jamie's question here blown up a little bit bigger. Husband's business, I want to share you with him. Okay, fantastic. Jamie Snyder, let's do that. Please do share this with him. Totally fantastic. Really, really good. A couple of questions, and let me kind of just draw some common threads here together. How much time per week, per month should I expect to devote to the program? So Anne has that question. A couple other people asked various variations of that. I'm going to say 3 to 4 hours per week. 3 to 4 hours per week, less than an hour a day. You can make the decisions, watch the training, implement the steps in 3 to 4 hours per week, less than 1 hour a day. Now, the faster you go and the more you do, the faster you'll get results. But when people say, okay, well, David, how much is this, like 20 hours a week? Is this 10 hours a week? Oh my gosh, no. It's 3 to 4 hours a week. Remember Einstein. Einstein, and this is my mantra, we make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. That's the simplicity on the other side of complexity. Is there a lot going on that we had to boil down, distill, and simplify for you? Absolutely there is. You make the decisions in Expert Profit Formula, 3-4 hours a week of work over the next 90 days, you will be amazed. You will not recognize your own business 90 days from today. You will not recognize the clarity, the focus, the decisions, and the revenue. You will not recognize your business 90 days from today with 3 to 4 hours per week over the next 12 weeks or 90 days. Participate fully, live in the Facebook group, be on every call, be on the monthly calls with me, book your one-on-ones with the team. Do not shortchange this program, and it will create amazing breakthrough results for you. Amazing breakthrough results for you. All right, my friends, I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking here to the end. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we've got a whole bunch of people coming into Expert Profit Formula. I can't wait to welcome you into that program personally. The URL, again, we're going to keep that open for a little while longer. Getepf.com, getepf, E for expert, P for profit, F for formula. Getepf.com. That's going to open up the 4-pay of $297, the single pay of $997, 90 days of hands-on mentoring with the exact step-by-step proven system on growing your expert business, the platform builder course to help you get leads quickly, the Speaker Profit Blueprint course to help you find online and offline stages, the private coaching success program to help you build out that fast cash strategy of one-on-one private coaching clients, 90% off our 2-day live event, September 24th and 25th, 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. You're fabulous. You're fantastic. Thanks for being with us. I appreciate you. Talk to you next time.